Missile and artillery fire, mortar attacks and even an attempted tank offensive. Russian troops are attempting to enter the administrative border of the Luhansk region from three sides. However, the armed forces of Ukraine are repulsing them. At the same time, the Russian occupiers continue to destroy residential buildings and infrastructure in the Luhansk region.
The land around these settlements resembles a planet with numerous craters. Shell hit there almost every minute. For 6 months, the Luhansk region has been resisting the Russian invasion. The Russian occupiers had set themselves up for a short-time war with a quick surrender of Ukraine, but at the end of more than 150 days, they are now seizing Bilohorivka, trying to improve the tactical situation and then withdrawing from it. This is not what the Second World Army dreamed of. The ambitious intentions were violated by the armed forces of Ukraine. Serhiy Haidai, head of the Luhansk Regional Military Administration.
8 civilians were wounded as a result of the Russian army shelling the day before in the Donetsk region. The Russian occupiers destroyed 2 schools and damaged a kindergarten. A Russian missile hit the neighborhoods of the Kurakhova community. A private house was destroyed. In Slovyansk, which is shelled by the Russian occupiers almost daily, there is no water or gas today, and electricity is supplied with interruptions due to the close location of high-voltage lines near the area of hostilities. The local authorities warn that it will not be possible to start the heating season in such conditions.
We understand that if the temperature is below zero, the water tank will freeze. The cistern which we drive up and leave overnight will freeze. You will heat your apartment, that's if there is electricity, but the sewer will freeze. Here it is necessary to think seriously about how to go on, how to survive. Exactly to survive, because the heating season will not actually happen. Vadim Lyakh, head of the Slovyansk Military Administration.
Russian troops do not stop shelling the Mykolaiv region either. In one of the settlement's critical infrastructure, power and gas supply facilities were damaged, as well as residential houses and vehicles. One private house was completely burnt down. According to preliminary information, a 7-year-old child was wounded.
The shelling of territories and nearby settlements of the Shiroke community continues. During the day on July 24th, as a result of enemy shelling, fields with crops caught fire. No casualties were reported. Also, the Russian occupiers continue shelling the territory and nearby settlements of the Berezne-Huwata community. Villages on the contact line remain under constant fire. Vitaly Kim, head of the Mykolaiv Regional Military Administration.
The Russian occupiers also shelled the Kharkiv region overnight. They hit the residential areas of Chuhuiv. 3 victims were rescued from under the rubble. Also, as a result of enemy shells, fields with crops caught fire.
The house of culture where people were hiding in the basement was actually destroyed by Russian occupiers. Rescuers have already rescued 3 people from under the rubble, but there were still people in the basement, and all services continue to work. In addition, residential buildings and an educational institution were damaged. There were hits in open areas. According to the police, the shelling was preliminarily carried out by an S-300 surface-to-air missile system. Oleg Senehubov, head of the Kharkiv Regional Military Administration.
The armed forces of Ukraine have taken control of several transport infrastructure facilities in the Kherson region. They destroyed a Russian battery of the S-300 missile system. The Directorate for Strategic Communications of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported that the Ukrainian military eliminated about 100 Russian occupiers in the city of Krasny Luch in the Luhansk region.
Our aviation launched 5 strikes against the enemy. In particular, 3 enemy strongholds were attacked in the Beryslav district, and pairs of Mi-8 and Mi-24 worked off 2 enemy strongholds in the Kherson region. The enemy army lost 66 soldiers, 5 tanks, 2 Gvozdika self-propelled howitzers, Fagot anti-tank missile system, 3 units of infantry fighting vehicles, and 9 automotive vehicles.
Reported by Pavlo Stelmach, Mariana Krechet, UATV News.